This is a guided practice video. The topic is two-step equations, and these are harder problems. Here's our first problem. 4 minus 3x equals 10. Okay, my goal is to get x equals on this problem. In order to get x alone, I need to follow the order of operations, but I need to go in reverse. Start at the bottom and go up, and undo operations on the left side. Well, let's see. I've got two operations. I have subtract and I've got multiply. Well, let's go ahead and get rid of my first operation, which is minus 3x. When I get rid of minus 3x and it goes to the other side, it becomes a plus 3x. Now I've got 4 equals 10 plus 3x. Doesn't look like I made any progress. Let's keep going. I've got addition and multiplication. According to order of operations, I get rid of the addition next, which means I take my plus 3x, it goes to the other side and becomes a minus 3x, which gives me 4 minus 3x equals 10. Wait, that's what I had at the very beginning. I hope that you didn't fall for that trap. The key here is that you're trying to get x alone. So you need to get rid of things that are not x. Let's go ahead and start the problem over again, and we'll figure out how to do that. I'm going to delete some things for a moment, and here's our problem. I am going to follow the order of operations in reverse in order to undo the operations connected to x. But I'm going to first get my x where I want it. I want x equals. This is 4 minus 3x. So let's go ahead and rewrite the problem so that x is on the left side. When I rewrite the problem, I get minus 3x plus 4 equals 10. Now let's take a look at the operations I have and see how that small change at the beginning makes it a much easier problem. I have multiplication and addition. According to order of operations, the operation I undo first is addition. So I'm going to take my plus 4 to the other side and it becomes its opposite, which is minus 4. Rewriting the problem gives me minus 3x equals, let's see, 10 minus 4. 10 minus 4 is 6. Now I'm going to take my multiply by minus 3, and I'm going to take that to the other side. When I multiply by negative 3 on the left side, I divide by negative 3 on the right side. Well, I've got x left over right here. X equals 6 divided by negative 3. Well, that's a positive 6 and a negative 3. Positive divided by negative is negative. And then 6 divided by 3 is 2. And that's the answer. So you can see, if I rewrite the problem at the beginning, it takes less effort later on. Here's our next problem. 11 minus 2x equals 18. Go ahead and solve this problem for x. Hit pause if you need more time. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to follow the order of operations in reverse in order to undo the operations that are connected with my x. Before I undo any operations, though, I need to rewrite my problem so that x is on the left side. So instead of 11 minus 2x, I'm going to get minus 2x plus 11 equals 18. My operations in this problem are multiply and add. Looks like I'm going to get rid of add first. When I take my plus 11 to the other side, it becomes its inverse. The inverse of plus 11 is minus 11. I still have minus 2x on the left side, but now that equals 7. Well, I'm going to take that times by negative 2, and I'm going to move that to the other side. If I multiply by negative 2 on the left side, on the right side it becomes its inverse. The inverse of multiply by negative 2 is divide by negative 2. And that leaves me with x equals 7 divided by negative 2. Well, let's see, that's a positive divided by a negative, that's going to be a negative. And then I don't know what 7 divided by 2 is. I don't want a decimal, so I'm just going to write the fraction. Is it okay that I had a fraction? Of course it is. X equals negative 7 divided by 2. Our next problem is minus 3 equals 12 plus 5x. Let's go ahead and solve this problem. I have please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I'm going to follow the order of operations in reverse. But before I do anything, I need to get my x in the key position over on that side. Well, let's go ahead and work towards that goal. Right now I've got plus 5x on the left side. I'm going to take my plus 5x and move it. And when I move plus 5x from the right side, it becomes minus 5x on the left side. And there, I've done it. It's in its key spot. So now my problem is minus 5x minus 3 equals 12. I've got two operations. I've got a multiply and a subtract. According to order of operations, subtract is the first that I get rid of. So I'm going to take my subtract 3 to the other side. It becomes its inverse. The inverse of subtract 3 is plus 3. Minus 5x equals 12 plus 3. What's 12 plus 3? 5. Now I've got my multiply by negative 5, and I move that to the other side. If I multiply by negative 5 on the left side, it becomes its inverse, which is divide by negative 5. And that gives me x equals 5 divided by negative 5. Well, x equals, that's good, that's what I want. Now I've got positive 5 divided by negative 5. Positive divided by negative is negative. 5 divided by 5 is 1. X equals negative 1 is the answer. Here's my next problem. 14 equals 9x minus 13. Go ahead and hit pause if you need more time. Now last time I did the problem, I got x equals. This time, I'm going to get equals x. I could do the problem just like I did the last one, but I want to show you a variety of ways to get the answers. The answers mean the same thing. Let's get started. My order of operations are please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. I'm going to follow them in reverse in order to undo operations. Now, if I look, I can see that my x is already on the left side. It's still on the right side of the equal sign, but it's on the left side of this part of the problem. And that's all I'm looking for. So my two operations are multiply and subtract. Let's see, I'm going to subtract negative 3. That's the first thing. So I'm going to take my minus 13 to the other side, and it becomes plus 13. 14 plus 13 is 27. 27 equals 9x. Take my multiply by 9 to the other side. It becomes divide by 9. 27 divided by 9 is 3. 3 equals x. If 3 equals x, that means x equals 3. You can write the problem either way. It doesn't matter. And here's our last problem. 4x divided by 7 equals 8. 4x divided by 7 equals 8. Again, my order of operations is please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. I'm going to follow these in reverse, and let's see what's the first thing I get rid of. Going up, I see the divide gets undone before multiply. I need to undo divide first. I've got divide and multiply. I'm going to undo my divide by 7. When I take divide by 7 to the other side, it becomes multiply by 7. Now I have 4x equals 8 times 7. 8 times 7 is 56. From here I take my times 4 to the other side. It becomes divide by 4. X equals 56 divided by 4, which is 14. If you need additional practice, there's some more problems online that you can do. If you have any questions or concerns, please either rewatch the lectures or contact your instructor. Good luck.